Today in the grain market, soybeans were down again. Momentum is taking the futures below support levels, so we're now entering into areas that we haven't quite seen in a while. We did take out yesterday's low as well as the August 20th low of 1277. The next stop would be 1253, and that's the low from the July 25th. Now, we're not there yet, but that's just somewhere to look at where would be the next support. There just hasn't been much news, and we are fast approaching harvest lows, or at least creating those harvest lows. So the market really kind of, continued to move lower as we start the month of September. The C-vol today is 21.5%. It was actually up a little bit. In the soybean oil, it was up as well, 33.6, meal 21.5. So there was a little bit of a lift there. In the October vol, it's 19.6. Now, that is relatively strong, just historically speaking, but we still see that the day-to-day volatility is starting to come in, certainly from the highs that we had experienced from just a couple of months ago. Now, corn was lower as well. There's just persisting that the exports from the Gulf area are just not getting through, and everything being stalling has really put a little bit of a negative tone on the market. The sustained power outages are, kind of worrying traders that, this may go on a little bit longer. And when we don't know exactly where to go, then that kind of, stops everyone from participating in the market. So today futures were down, 16 cents at one point. We did make a new low. I think the next stop would definitely be like 510 area, and that is the low from July 9th. So that's just something to look at to find out, what are these numbers below. The C-vol for corn right now is 29.6, so it has been up a little bit because we have had a lot of activity as of late. One thing to notice, though, is that managed funds have liquidated about 30% of their long position. Now, we still are long, 300,000 or so, but it's just something to be thinking about for all the grains right now. I think everyone's getting out of the market. We're just not sure. Of course, we're going to start to look for the September 10th USDA report, but that's all we can see right now as we're moving in really to the end of the growing season and, as the harvest will start to begin. Now, the wheat was easier as well. I think the higher start just didn't hold. Wheat has been really the strongest of all the grains, and today all three exchanges in the wheat did start out higher, but the corn and bean sell-off again overflows into the wheat market. And I guess the only positive is that we stayed inside yesterday's range for the Chicago wheat, and we didn't make a new low. The C-vol for wheat right now is 27.1%, a little bit stronger, but let's see if the market does find some support before this long holiday weekend that's coming up. Right now, the grains today were really very weak.